Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Well, welcome back to my channel, sorry about that. I meant to post on Saturday for all of y'all, but honestly, I've been trying to quit vaping, so I just took a day just to rest and just to recover and just let most of it get out of my system. But I'm hoping I'm going to make it up for today, because today we're ranking Helmet. Start, Starting with their 1990 album, Strap It On. And now, in my opinion, Strap It On is their best. This is going to perfection. This is easy perfection for me. I love everything from Repetition to Rude, all the way to the closer, Murder, and the bonus track Impressionable. By the way, this is a DIY album. This is an album that is self-produced. This is not produced by a label. This was produced for $2,500, and it still sounds this excellent. My personal favorite tracks, though, are FBLA, Sinatra, Bad Mood, Rude, of course, and Distracted, and Blacktop as well. I love this album from beginning to end. This is perfection. Next up, Meantime. This album is honestly my second favorite Helmet album. It's right behind there on Perfection, and you're gonna see why I listed this here in a second. But yeah, opens very strong with In the Meantime, Ironhead. Give It is like a 9 out of 10. Unsung is a 10 out of 10. Turned Out is a 10 out of 10. He Feels Bad is 10. Same with Better, You Bald. FBLA 2 was a sequel song to FBLA. And Role Model is an excellent closer as well. The only thing is, if Give It was a 10 out of 10, this would be above Strap It On. But for me, Give It is like a 9 out of 10. I'm just not into it as much as I am Strap It On, unfortunately. Sorry, y'all, but if you're pissed about this one, get ready to see my thoughts about Betty. I have a feeling y'all are gonna want to murder me over my thoughts about Betty, but Betty is going to fantastic. But you know my personal rule for my long-time watchers. I only do 2 albums per tier, and see, Meantime and Strap It On beat out Betty. Don't get me wrong, this is an excellent album. I still love this album, from the opener Wilma's Rainbow to I Know to Biscuits for Smut to Milk Toast to Tick to Rolo. This is all fantastic, but I'm just going to run through this real quick, very quickly. Wilma's Rainbow's a 9, I Know's a 10, Biscuits for Smut 9, Milk Toast 10, Tick 10, Rolo 9, Street Crap 10, Clean 9, 9, Vacation 9, Beautiful Love 9, Speechless 9, Silver Hawaiian 9, Overrated 9, Sam Hell 9. That's kind of the problem that this album has. Is it has like 4 or 5 perfect tracks, but everything else is near perfection. And trust me, if I was doing this for this albums of 1994, this would easily be in perfection. But I'm doing Helmet's rankings, and for me, this is my least favorite of the first 3, unfortunately. Still ranks far above everything else they've done, though, apart from their first 2 albums. So this is still their third best by a long shot, and if I could put in perfection, I would. I'm just doing the 2 per tier rule. Next up is Aftertaste. This is going to great. This is. Remember what I said about their first 3? This is a full blown drop in quality, honestly. Because this one, where I would put these 3 in perfection if I could, this one, no, this one stays there great. This is like 2 tiers down. Pure is pretty good. Renovation is pretty good. There's 3 tracks on here I remember being great, and that was High Visibility, I believe it was Harmless, and Diet Aftertaste. Those were 3 8 out of 10s. Everything else on this album is a 7 out of 10. This album is okay. It's still pretty good. It has some places. It never drops or anything. A little bit more hardcore energy. A bit more hardcore punk energy than the more funk psychedelic energy of the last 3. Not bad. It's not as good as these last three by any means. And then there's Getting Smaller. This is going to good. Weird opener with Smart. Let's just say that right now, okay? Very odd opener with Smart. I mean, it generally opens up with the line of, "Hey, it's late, and I can barely see straight." I am not even joking. Listen to the song and you'll see what I'm talking about. Why did he decide to do that vocal cadence? I will never know. But Crashing Forward Cause is an 8 though, and same with Last Breath. But then we also have another mediocre track with that's a light 7 with Everybody Loves You. Everything else is a decent 7. That's how I feel like mentioning about this album. Honestly, it's a good album, not a great album, but it it's decent. It's decent personally, if I'm being real with you. Next up, though, is Monochrome. Yeah, this is the worst thing they've ever done. Jesus Christ, this thing is a steaming pile of crap. You remember what I did with um? You remember what I did with Smart with the A? Remember with that? Yeah, this is how I'm just gonna bluntly tell you. This is how Monochrome opens. It opens with let me see. Yeah, with Swallow Everything, and it opens with looking at all these texts. We're all collecting tokens. Yeah, it opens like that. You feel that, and the album doesn't get any better from that point. This thing is a steaming pile of crap. This is probably one of the worst albums I've ever heard, just from a production and a vocal standpoint. Not even because it's boring. It's interesting, but it is dog shit. This thing is just terrible, dude. Jesus fucking Christ, man. What the hell happened? Anyway, enough of that one. Seeing Eye Dog. This one's okay, actually. Really? Yeah, every track is okay. Like, So Long, the title track, even to She's Lost is okay. This is a very okay album. I will say the production is a little bit worse here on Seeing Eye Dog than Monochrome, but this one's just okay, honestly. This one's not bad. It's very passable. That's actually why I modified this tier list and added an extra tier specifically for this album. This album surprised me. I was fully ready to dump this in bad with Monochrome, but no, it surprised me. It was actually okay. Not bad at all, though. Not bad, guys. Anyway, next up is Dead to the World, and this one is going to the top of good. I don't think it's better than Aftertaste or better than our next album. Spoiler alert. But it's actually pretty good. Pretty good, all things considered. Honestly, I actually rather like. I believe it's one of these tracks. I believe it's Green. One moment, please. Yeah, I believe it's Green Shirt. Yeah, I actually really like the track Green Shirt. Everything else is kind of fine. Like Life or Death is fine. I Love My Guru is fine. Bad News is like a light 7. But Red Scare, everything else is fine. This is a pretty good album. It only has like one of those light 7 moments, and it has a decent 8 moment on it as well. But everything else is a decent 7. So this one is more consistent than this one. Go figure. But then we have Left, and this is their best album since Betty. It's not getting in the same tier as Betty, but it's their best album since Betty, believe it or not. I actually think the first half of this album is actually amazing. I'm not even joking with you right now. The first half is actually pretty good. I really like Holiday, Gunfluff, NYC Tough Guy, Makeup, Big Shot, and Bombastic. After Bombastic, though, it just kind of gets into a more meh. Like it gets into a good tier, like a 7 tier. Like we start off with like the first 5 or 6 tracks are like 8s, and then we just get into like 7 territory. Tell Me Again is the standout, but Powder Puff is probably the weakest track on here. It's like a light 7. I still like the country elements that they put into Tell Me Again. That's why that one gets an 8. But personally, very strong first half, kind of mediocre second half. So that's why it's getting top of great, because this one has the highest amount of highs. Still nowhere on par with Betty, Strap It On, or Meantime, though. Like, these three, once again, this is the way I would do it if I wasn't doing 2 per tier. It would be like this, and nothing in fantastic, and then great. Like, everything is 2 tiers down from these. But I'm doing the 2 per tier rule, so that's why Betty is in fantastic. But that should do it. That's my helmet ranking. Drop your own tier list in the comments below. I would greatly appreciate that, honestly. Because maybe I get it wrong somewhere. Maybe you guys just love. Maybe you guys love Monochrome, for example, and I'm just an idiot. I don't know. I hate that album. That thing sucks ass, in my opinion, but I'm standing by my opinion on that one. Anyway, drop your own helmet tier list. Tell me what your own favorite helmet songs, though, by the way. My personal favorites are probably Sinatra, In the Meantime, Rude, and Unsung, personally. Those are like my top 4. And if for top 5, I would also throw in Street Crab. Those are my top 5. Street Crab is number 5. And Milk Toast. You know what? Milk Toast is number 6. I gotta stop. Yeah. I hope all of you have a great day. I will see all of y'all next time. Take care, everyone.